My name is Christina Felice, and I did my presentation on supporting acculturation primarily within the Hispanic population. Acculturation, by definition, is the phenomena which result when groups of individuals having different cultures come into continuous firsthand contact with subsequent changes in the original cultural patterns of either or both groups. 22% of the United States population is of Hispanic origin, which makes it America's largest minority group. When presented with acculturation, immigrants must learn to balance the host culture with their native culture, which can be incredibly problematic because both cultures have very different values, beliefs, languages, and practices. Therefore, mental health can suffer during this process. There are some problems that occur during acculturation. For a variety of reasons, the Hispanic American adolescents are at a much greater risk for depression than non-Hispanic white adolescents. This is because the family unit can begin to deteriorate due to cultural differences. Because of the loss of closeness between family members, there has been a proven correlation between a lack of familismo and an uprise in depression in the Hispanic cultural groups. Different set of values and societal expectations between cultures can also cause a struggle that can lead to depression. This could be something like interdependence amongst the Hispanic community versus independence that is promoted within the American culture, or placing an emphasis on social emotional learning in the Hispanic population versus Americans tend to put a lot of emphasis on cognitive learning. There is also a higher substance abuse, chronic illness, and lower risky sexual behaviors that have been associated with higher levels of acculturation. And self-esteem issues can arise during linguistic acculturation. There are many ways that educators can support the Hispanic community during the acculturation process. Educators should definitely help Hispanic families preserve their culture. Culture is very important to many different ethnicities. Become educated on the cultures within your classroom. So you could read articles, ask questions, doing home visits. That's an awesome way to become really familiar with the families in your classroom. And asking for parent involvement and volunteers. By further understanding the Hispanic culture, educators can help children to preserve their own identities within their native culture while simultaneously acclimating the Hispanic children into the American culture. Embrace traditions, values, music, and art of the Hispanic culture inside the American classroom to help children hold on to their native roots. And purchasing books, implementing culturally diverse items, and labeling items in multiple languages are also great ways to support acculturation in the classroom. And then I showed some pictures of some ethnically diverse items that you could put in your classroom. I love the Crayola crayons that have the different skin tones in them. That's a great way to show that everybody is unique and different. These are some additional resources that can be used in the classroom. The first article lists facts and statistics about Hispanic children in an early childhood setting. It's a really interesting article. There are some books that are pictured to the right that are great for children that are learning a second language. So one of the books is Other Words for Home, written by Jasmine Warga. The second book is Where Are You From by Jamie Kim. And the third book is Same, Same, But Different by Jenny Sue Kostecki Shaw. The second article that I have listed is just some information on supporting the acculturation process in the classroom. And the last article lists a whole bunch of classroom materials and toys that promote diversity that would be great to add into an early childhood setting.